Hello everyone. Today we have AWS Certified Cloud Practitioner CLF 01 and CLF 02 exam question and answer. This will be the part 1 of this question and answer series. So we'll be looking after 10 questions here today. So if we get a good response from this video, we will do more questions in the next part and we will make more videos of it. So let's see the first question. So here is the first question. Why is AWS more economical than traditional data centers for applications with varying compute workloads? The option A is Amazon EC2 cost are billed on a monthly basis. Option B is users retain full administrative access to their Amazon EC2 instances. The option C is Amazon EC2 instances can be launched on demand whenever needed. And the option D is users can permanently run enough instances to handle peak workloads. So, if you know the answer, please comment it down. We will see the answers in 5 seconds. So here is the answer. The correct answer is Amazon EC2 instances can be launched on demand whenever needed. So here is the explanation for this answer. This will allow the scaling based on the real-time demand, reducing the need to maintain the idle servers like in traditional data centers. Here is the second question. Which AWS service would simplify the migration of a database to AWS? So the first option is AWS Storage Gateway. The option B is AWS Data Migration Service. And the option C is Amazon EC2. And the option D is Amazon AppStream 2.0. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We will be seeing the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer. The correct answer is AWS Database Migration Service, that is AWS DMS. And here is the explanation for this answer. AWS DMS allows secure low downtime migration on a on-premises or cloud database to AWS. And here is the third question. Which AWS offering enables the users to find, buy and immediately start using the software solutions in their AWS environment? And the option A is AWS Config. The option B is AWS Ops Work. The option C is AWS SDK. The option D is AWS Marketplace. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We'll be seeing the answer in next 5 seconds. And here is the answer. The correct answer is option D, AWS Marketplace. So here's the explanation for this answer. AWS Marketplace is a curated digital catalog for quick deployment of third-party softwares on AWS. Now let's proceed into the fourth question. The fourth question is, which AWS networking service will enable a company to create a virtual network within AWS? The option A is AWS Config. The option B is Amazon Route 53. The option C is AWS Direct Connect. The option D is Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, that is Amazon VPC. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We'll be seeing the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer for the fourth question. The correct answer is option D, Amazon Virtual Private Cloud, that is Amazon VPC. And here is the explanation for this answer. Amazon VPC will allow the users to create an isolated network and control IP ranges, subnets, route table and etc. Here is the fifth question. Which of the following is an AWS responsibility under the AWS shared responsibility model? The option A is configuring third-party applications. Option B is maintaining physical hardware. Option C is securing application access and data. Option D is managing guest operating system. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We'll be seeing the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer for the fifth question. The correct answer is B, maintaining physical hardware. Here's the explanation for this answer. AWS manages the underlying infrastructure including servers, networking and storage. Now let's look into the sixth question. Which component of the AWS global infrastructure does Amazon Cloud use to ensure the low latency delivery? The option A is AWS region, the option B is edge locations, option C is availability zones, and the option D is virtual private cloud. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We will see the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the sixth question's answer. The correct answer is option B, edge locations. The explanation is here. So edge locations are used as CloudFront to catch and deliver the content closer to the users for reducing the latency. So here is the seventh question. How would a system administrator add an additional layer of login security to a user's AWS management console? So here is the options. Option A is use Amazon Cloud Directory. Option B is audit AWS IAM roles. And option C is enable multi-factor authentication. Option D is enable AWS CloudTrail. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We will be seeing the answers in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer for the seventh question. The correct answer is C, enable multi-factor authentication. So here's the explanation. MFA adds an extra verification steps like receiving a code from a device and making the accounts more secure. So let's proceed into the eighth question. The eighth question is, which service can identify the user that made the API call when an EC2 instance is terminated? The option A is AWS Trusted Advisor. Option B is AWS CloudTrail. Option C is AWS X-Ray. Option D is AWS IAM. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We will be seeing the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer for the question 8. The correct answer is option B, AWS CloudTrail. Here's the explanation. CloudTrail logs all the API activity showing who did what and when within an AWS account. Now let's proceed into the question 9. Which service would be used to send alerts based on Amazon CloudWatch alarms? The option A is Amazon SNS. Option B is AWS CloudTrail. The option C is AWS Trusted Advisor. Option D is Amazon Route 53. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We will be seeing the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer for the question 9. The correct answer is A, Amazon SNS. SNS can send notifications like emails, SMS, push that is triggered by CloudWatch alarms. That's the explanation for the answer question 9. So let's proceed into the question 10. So here is the question 10. Where can a user find information about prohibited actions on the AWS infrastructure? Option A is AWS Trusted Advisor. Option B is AWS IAM. And option C is AWS Billing Console. Option D is AWS Acceptable Use Policy. If you know the answer, please comment it down. We will see the answer in next 5 seconds. So here is the answer for the question 10. The correct answer is option D, AWS Acceptable Use Policy, and the explanation is this policy outlines the do's and don'ts when using a AWS services and infrastructure. So we have completed all the 10 questions, and I hope this question and answer was very useful for your preparation. So if you found this video helpful, you need to like, share and subscribe, and I will meet you in the next video. Until then, take care and bye.